Chapter 1: The Sealing. The night of Sasuke's birth was supposed to be a joyous occasion for the Uchiha clan. They had been eagerly anticipating the arrival of their newest member, who they hoped would be a prodigy like his father before him. But as the hours passed and Sasuke's cries grew louder, it became clear that something was not right. Fugaku Uchiha, Sasuke's father, was pacing anxiously outside the room where his wife Makoto was giving birth. He could hear her screams and the cries of the newborn, and his heart sank with dread. When the door finally opened, a nurse stepped out and approached him. "Mr. Uchiha, there's something you need to know," she said, her voice heavy with concern. "Your son, he's been chosen." "Chosen? For what?" Fugaku demanded, his eyes narrowing in confusion. "The nine-tailed fox has attacked the village," the nurse explained, her voice hushed. "The Hokage has decided that the only way to stop it is to seal the beast inside a newborn baby. And your son, Sasuke, has been chosen as the vessel." Fugaku felt a chill run down his spine. The nine-tailed fox was a fearsome creature that had been terrorizing the land for years. To have it sealed inside his own child, it was unthinkable. "And what happens to Sasuke?" Fugaku asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "He'll be taken away by the ANBU for the sealing ceremony," the nurse replied. "It's a painful and dangerous process, but it's the only way to save the village." Fugaku couldn't believe what he was hearing. He had always been proud of his clan's loyalty to the village, but this was a sacrifice too great to bear. When Makoto emerged from the room, weak and pale, Fugaku broke the news to her. She was horrified, tears streaming down her face as she held her newborn son in her arms. "How could they do this to us?" she sobbed. "How could they take our baby away like this?" Fugaku didn't have an answer. All he could do was hold his wife and son close and pray that they would survive this ordeal. As the ANBU arrived to take Sasuke away, Fugaku watched in silent agony as his child was carried off, his tiny fists clenched in defiance. "Please, take care of him," Makoto begged the ANBU leader. "Make sure he's safe." "We will do everything in our power to protect him," the ANBU replied solemnly. "But you must understand, this is a sacrifice that must be made for the greater good." Fugaku and Makoto could only nod, their hearts heavy with grief and guilt. As the ANBU left with the now infamous baby in tow, the Uchiha clan was left to grapple with the implications of what had just happened. They knew that Sasuke's life would never be the same again,